I now get to introduce you to one of our featured speakers tonight. It's always a pleasure to introduce one of our seniors who provides a brief talk at this dinner. We have Cadet Captain William Mayleben, who is member of the class of 2017. He is the commander of Alpha Company. He is also one of our National Merit Recognized students. He is a top student in his class, as well as co-captain of both the soccer and swimming team. So he took another evening off while he's in preparation for the section playoffs tomorrow night. And so to be with us here tonight, William, you've been a tremendous leader in your class, and please come on up and join us with your talk. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Mose, for your kind introduction, and thank you for providing me the opportunity to attend this event and share some thoughts and perspectives about my experience here at St. Thomas Academy. In preparing for my comments tonight, I spent some time reviewing the speeches from prior years. For those of you who annually attend this event, I think you will agree with me that there have been some outstanding speeches over the past few years. In all these speeches, the cadets described how much they wanted to attend and how they cherished their attendance here at St. Thomas Academy. My story started a little different. You see, I was a reluctant cadet. As a young man grows and develops, one of the things he hates most is being wrong, especially in front of his mother. My story tonight is about me being wrong and why I am not afraid to admit to my mom and all of you that being wrong made me a better young man. While most cadets come to St. Thomas Academy ready to embrace the wonderful school of their ancestors or follow a group of their friends, I came to St. Thomas Academy unwillingly. I did not want to attend St. Thomas Academy. As an 8th grader, I even wrote a lengthy paper to my parents listing all the reasons why STA was not right for me. In spite of my best persuasive efforts, my parents still sent me to the academy, playing the infamous Mother Knows Best card. Entering the academy with an attitude of, I don't want to be here, and I definitely don't want to like this place, has provided me with a somewhat unique perspective of St. Thomas Academy. Over the past 3 years, I've evolved from the reluctant cadet to one of its strongest advocates. Following are a few thoughts about my transformation. Firstly, the teachers at St. Thomas Academy are outstanding. The faculty cares about the academic success and character development of each and every cadet, preventing them from falling behind and driving them to strive for excellence in and out of the classroom. I could speak about many of our teachers, but in the interest of time, I will focus my comments on Mr. Westerback. No teacher embodies the excellence of our teachers quite like Mr. Westerback. Passion, knowledge, and excitement are the hallmarks of each and every class. Long after the final bell has sounded, Mr. Westerback stays after school to help countless cadets stay afloat in the sea of math equations. Like many St. Thomas Academy teachers, Mr. Westerback does not just help cadets in the classroom. Mr. Westerback dedicates his time after school hours to the swim team. He motivates swimmers to train, to excel, and to exceed the expectations they have for themselves in the water. What I found here at the Academy was that Mr. Westerback is just one of the many teachers that dedicates their life to the students here at St. Thomas Academy. As a freshman, it was teachers such as Mr. Westerback that clearly wanted me here more than I wanted to be here. After the first few months, it became virtually impossible to dislike St. Thomas Academy when so many teachers made me feel wanted. Secondly, while the teachers made me appreciate St. Thomas Academy, the military leadership program set the school apart. St. Thomas is the only school in the state and one of the few in the nation that has a structured leadership program. As we watch events unfold in the worlds of business, sports, and government, there is a constant theme that leadership matters. As a cadet, I quickly came to admire and embrace the leadership program. By far the most attractive characteristic of this program is its genuineness. At St. Thomas Academy, anyone can be a leader, regardless of where they come from or who they know. It doesn't matter if your father went here or if you transferred from Cretan. St. Thomas Academy gives every cadet an opportunity to lead and develop each cadet's leadership capability. This decision-making leadership experience developed on this campus prepares cadets to live disciplined, moral lives in which respect, effort, and responsibility are taken seriously. When cadets leave to enter the adult world, they can withstand the rains and winds of life because of the solid foundation built here at St. Thomas Academy. At this point, I was clearly losing my internal argument against the academy. My teachers were terrific, and I was having the opportunity to develop leadership skills, but I found there was even more. Next is the all-boys aspect of St. Thomas Academy. As an 8th grader, I was very against this. Despite my initial protests, the shift to an all-boys school was far less dramatic than I had thought it would be. Now, after 3 years at the academy, I feel like I may have to find an all-male college because I've nearly forgotten what it's like to go to a class with girls. This semester, I had my first class at visitation, and it was actually terrifying. St. Thomas Academy fosters a brotherhood that builds confidence in young men. Students are not afraid to answer a question in class or deliver a presentation because academic achievement is the norm. So, the teachers are great. We have the opportunity to understand and practice leadership in an environment which is safe and supportive. Then the school looks at us cadets and says, "Great, good for you. What are you going to do to give back?" This part of St. Thomas Academy is immensely important to the development of character. Coming from a Catholic middle school and Catholic grade school, the call for service greatly resonated with me. Cadets are sent out into the community to help those who are less fortunate. These past 3 years, I have worked with Clownfish Swim Club, a swim team dedicated to helping children with special needs learn how to swim and compete in swim meets. It is truly humbling to see how blessed and lucky we are to have such amazing opportunities like St. Thomas Academy. ST8 teaches us that it is our duty to spread our gifts with the community around us. At no other school would I have such encouragement to get involved in our community. Okay, as you can see, I was wrong and my mom was right. Well played, Mom. St. Thomas Academy was for me, and I was for St. Thomas Academy. I was transformed from the reluctant cadet to the poster cadet, telling and retelling my saga to any and all. So, in conclusion, a couple of thank yous are in order. First, to my mom. Thank you for playing the Mother Knows Best card to get me to attend St. Thomas Academy. The second thank you is to all of you. St. Thomas Academy exists and thrives from the love and dedication of the administration, the teachers, the parents, and most importantly, the alumni. Please continue to do what you have done to make St. Thomas Academy so great and so special. So, on behalf of all the cadets, and especially from this cadet, thank you.